Hello everyone, I am Kirtana studying in Lendi Institute of Engineering and Technology in third year of Computer Science and Engineering. So today the gatherance of us here is engineering is omnipresent and it is in the air we breathe. So there are plenty of opportunities in this field, but establishing ourselves as a pioneer in the field requires both time and experience. So career guidance is very important at this stage, and today here with us Mr. Ravi Kiran is present. He is my senior and also my brother. He has a 1.5 year experience and in the software field, and he is working as a project engineer in Wipro. Hello Mr. Ravi Kiran.
Hello Kirtana.
Could you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Ravi Kiran and I am a graduate from Andhra University College of Engineering in the stream of Electronics and Communication Engineering. So I have joined Wipro in 2021 July, just after my graduation, and I am now currently working in .NET as a developer. So that's all about my introduction.
That's good to hear from you. So Mr. Ravi Kiran, could you please give some guidance on facing the interview? What are the tips you could say?
Yeah, these days facing an interview is quite simple because these days most of the interviews are virtual. So the main thing to crack or to excel in an interview is the self-confidence. One should be confident enough to face an interview. So most of the interview the person can decide an interview within the starting, within the first 5 minutes. So if you are confident enough while starting of the interview, so you can continue the same confidence till the end of the interview. So the main thing is don't be afraid for anything. Like if you don't know something, you can ask them for a time. Like I will just let me think or something like that. But don't get stuck at that. If you don't know, tell them like I don't know this point. There's nothing wrong in telling them that I don't know this. Like we are not a moving encyclopedia like to know everything and anything. So you just try to you just try to think of it. If you are not able to get it at that moment, skip it or don't lose your confidence while giving an interview. The confidence is the main thing. So most of them, even knowing everything, they are not able to deliver the things which they know. That's because the lack of the confidence. So I think the main thing to crack an interview is confidence, and even communication plays a major role. So even to express or even if you are having a good communication skill, the thing which lacks is the confidence. So the main thing which I think to excel in an interview is the confidence, and later on the skills and everything are also important. You must be decent enough. You must have decent knowledge in the skills which you have placed in your resume to face an interviewer.
Yes, that's right. And coming to the communication skills, I think you will face a lot of your clients who are in the US.
Yes.
So what role does communication plays?
Yeah, coming to software, we are dealing with a wide range of clients entire the globe. So our major, like we don't know German, we don't know some Italian or French. So our common language is English. So we know English, they know English. So we should be proper enough to communicate. Like they know German, but they will also learn English to communicate with us. So the key point to communicate our things or our work with them or our status or something is communication. So I feel communication plays a major role apart from skills. Having a skill is quite important, but at the same time, if you are having a skill but you are not able to deliver them to the client, then what's the use of having the skill? You must be like the communication plays a key role while delivering the work or something to the client. So communication plays a major role in every day. Not only in the software industry, in our day-to-day life. If you are quite sound enough in communication skills, you can excel anywhere across the world. Yes.
Could you suggest me which activity has attracted you towards communication?
Communication, I used to spend, during my college times, we have been into many clubs. Like we have started a club. The main thing is speaking to others, we speak with our students, with our colleagues. I'm an employee, so I was speaking with colleagues, to our fellow friends. We speak to them in one dialogue. In one way, we speak to our seniors in separate thing. So we can learn major part of the communication in our college or in our surroundings. Our day-to-day life it surrounds everything with communication. So there are no specific activities. Like I used to read some books to improve my vocabulary, and if you are, just participating. The college happenings, like there are so many things which take part in, like the essay competitions, like not essay, what I say that I just forgot the correct name. So
No problem.
yeah.
Could you give me few tips for preparing the resume? So which thing that attracts most the recruiters?
So currently we all, like you college students are freshers. You don't have any work experience. So the key role, like resume plays the key role. Resume is your face. Like the first impression goes with the resume. Like if you are going for an interview, the interviewer doesn't know anything about you. The first thing he sees is your resume. So they can decide. They just see your resume. Like the resume is your face. So the what I suggest is you just place the skills which you are confident enough to face an interview. You know, if you are good enough, sound enough in Java, place Java. And you are something like you are not confident about Python, so please don't place that. Like the thing which I say is don't include many of the programming languages, many of the backend, everything that which you place everything. Like don't make it clumsy. What I think is you go with one programming language which you are which you are good enough, and one DBMS, database management system, and if you're, data structures plays a key role in any of the, high paying jobs. Like even startups, they decide you with the ability of logical thinking and problem solving. So that thing, data structure plays a major role. And what I suggest is be confident enough with the skills which you place in the resume. So please don't keep any of the skills which you are not confident enough. So if you are placing you are placing Python and you are not confident with Python, so when an interviewer asks you about Python and you are stumbling with that Python, so what's the use of placing the Python or the skill which you are not sound enough, or which you don't have proper knowledge in that. So place the things like the interview doesn't go like out of the world or anywhere around. The things which you place in your resume is the set of questions which they ask you. So if you place a project, you must prepare properly regarding the project, the front end which you use, the technologies which you have used and everything. So that plays a major, like the interviewer asks major, like many of the things come from the things which you have placed in the resume. So that's it. Resume you must prepare. Resume making is an important skill, like you must be confident enough while placing the skills and everything.
Yes, I think you have also appeared for a lot of national qualified tests like Wipro Cognizant. So how can one qualify in that there?
Yes, initially all the qualifying tests which we are appearing right after college has a common pattern. Like the first being a written test with which in written test there is like verbal aptitude and quantitative reasoning. Later on there will be a coding round. So if you are qualified in both of these, you will go for an interview. And the interview, depending upon the companies, like I have appeared for Cognizant which had only one interview, like there are no separate HR and technical round. And I have appeared for Wipro which had two set of interviews, technical and HR round. And even TCS, I have qualified for NQT. And even in TCS there are three set of rounds, like technical, HR and managerial round. So basically the pattern of most of these companies is same, like first the written round and the interviews round.
Okay, thank you Ravi Kiran for letting us know about the things which we require. So this has helped a lot and I'll surely try to follow. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.